Hey boys, Manish Kaplan here. Got something real special for you guys today. Today I'm going to be spectating Mr. Riot Scruffy. For those of you who don't know, that is Mark Yetter, who is the head of the live design team for League of Legends. So basically this guy decides what goes in, what goes out, the shape of the game, how League of Legends plays. He has the final say on basically everything. He is the head honcho when it comes to the design of League of Legends. Now, that being said, this guy is also a self-professed Singed main. That's right. Mark Yetter is a Singed player. He has called himself a Singed main multiple times in the past. He has stated that he really enjoys playing Singed. And he has recently played Singed in some of his solo queue games. So, we're going to be going ahead and spectating those today. As you can see, he has played in the last 3 days, 3 games of Singed. Didn't seem to go too well. I think it's because of the items. So we're going to be going ahead and looking at those. But the reason why I want to look at these and bring up my problems with Singed itemization, which I'm going to go through really quickly in this list before we get into the VOD review. And if you want to skip ahead to that, I'll put a timestamp in the video description or in the comments down below. I'll probably pin it. But if you guys want to know why I want to talk about the items, I think it's because Singed is having a lot of problems with the current itemization. It doesn't feel very satisfying for Singed. It doesn't feel very good. The items overall just not the greatest. If you've been on my stream, you've definitely heard me complain about these items a lot. I think that somehow, you know, with the item upgrade, with the new item system, somehow we've actually had a downgrade in AP Bruiser itemization. Which really sucks. That definitely feels really bad, because we came into this season, you know, Riot sold us the item update as like oh, this is going to be awesome, it's going to change everything, you guys are going to love it, AP Bruisers will finally have items now. That's not the case. So I'm going to go over my thoughts about the items first, and then I will talk about how that relates to Mr. Mark Yetter's Singed gameplay. So, general thoughts overall in Season 11. Nothing really feels satisfying to buy in general for Singed. Before, we had the old Leandrius plus Rylai's 2-item combo, which in previous seasons was awesome for Singed. You know, both items were great by themselves, but they also gave the perfect combination of stats and effects to scale as an awesome 2-item combo. So you had a slow, you had a strong percent max health, actually less slow than we have now, but you had a slow, you had strong percent max health damage, you had damage amplification, all at a reasonable gold cost, 2,600 for Rylai's and 3,100 gold for Leandri's. However, in Season 11, we don't have that combo. The items feel awkward and unsatisfying to buy, and it feels to me like every gold that I spend, I'm wasting money on like really useless items. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that. First one, this is the big one, Riftmaker. In my opinion, the recent change to Riftmaker gave him more HP and less Omnivamp, which helps Singed with the item. However, I have come to the conclusion that Omnivamp on Singed outside of Ravenous Hunter is definitely a wasted stat. Poison healing is only about 33% effective on Singed, so an entire mythic item just dedicated to healing feels really bad. He is not a drain tank. You can't make Singed to a drain tank. Conqueror healing was reduced. Ravenous Hunter was nerfed. You could maybe have sold this to us as a good item in Season 10 when there was more healing for Singed in the game. But while everyone else got more healing, Singed got less healing this season. Poison healing is only 33% effective on Singed. Again, so a tire mythic dedicated to healing feels really weak. Riftmaker is also just really bad as a one-item buy, so if you rush it, it feels like shit. Every time. And I talk about this all the time on my stream. Every time I try Riftmaker, it's super underwhelming. It's not good as a one-item buy, and you really need like a full build around Riftmaker before it starts to feel any good. The true damage is really lacking. In my opinion, the damage amplification is lacking as well, and the item just feels really lackluster overall. Even versus squishies, like, you just don't notice the true damage. You definitely don't notice it versus tanks. Like, it feels like the amount of bonus damage you get from Riftmaker, like, everyone just ignores or just heals right through it. It feels really bad. The item is really only good if you can get to a full 6 item build, so you can get the plus AP off the passive, which is only 24. But even then, it still kind of sucks. It takes too long. I should have added this, but takes too long to get to full stacks. Takes 5 seconds, which is an eternity in modern LoL. Okay, moving on. Riftmaker I think is super underwhelming. Rocket Belt. So Rocket Belt is actually surprisingly useful on Singed, but in my opinion provides some of the worst per slot scaling out of every AP mythic. So on Riftmaker you get 5 flat magic pen per legendary, for a total of 20 magic pen at a full build, assuming you have boots, then you have 4 legendaries and then 1 mythic, so 6 items, which is really bad. That's dog shit. That's horrible. This item spikes well as a first buy, but falls off a cliff as soon as you start completing a second item. So just for reference, by the way, the 20 flat magic pen that you get from this item at full build is only, I think, 5 more than the old Morellonomicon, which was a 1 item purchase. You could build as your first item, and you would get more effectiveness than a mythic for less gold. I don't know. Yeah. So this item really falls off a cliff in terms of damage. You have to basically win the game in about 22 minutes before people start completing item number 2. Very lackluster. Again, it doesn't give any damage amplification really for Singe. It doesn't give like percent damage, so it's just lackluster in my opinion for Singe. Like it's good, but it's also not good, you know? Like it's not satisfying, it doesn't synergize well. Like it's a fucking Twisted Fate item, so I don't recommend it overall. Okay, Everfrost, moving on. Surprisingly useful on mid lane Singed, however, it is extremely expensive. It's 3,400 gold, that's so expensive. And it gives so much less damage than Liandry's, but at the same cost. It's not really useful for top lane Singed. It has a great mythic passive, which is flat AP, but almost never worth buying over Liandry's. So I'm actually going to write about Liandry's right now while I have it in my thoughts. Okay, so Liandry's, it is really great for Singe's damage, but very cost prohibitive and wasted stats. 600 mana is useless on Singed and does not give any HP. Makes Singed into a glass cannon to have similar damage to what he had last season, but paying more gold for worse stats. Really hard to work with because you're so squishy, but is sadly the highest win rate mythic for Singed. Which is true, by the way. Liandry's is the highest win rate mythic for Singed. But, I mean, it's just... There's so many problems with it. You're so squishy. You're spending so much gold on wasted stats. There's no health. The mythic passive is really bad, because Singe does not need to overstat on CDR. I have been playing around off stream with a Cosmic Drive build, but, you know, that being said, the mythic passive is really bad for Singe because he does not want to overstat on CDR. It does not feel good for him. Okay, let's wrap this up real quick. Turbo Chem Tank. Turbo Chem Tank ruins your damage because Singe needs percent damage to be relevant in mid and late game. You're forced to buy anti-healing because in Season 11 you don't have gold income, and if you go Chem Tank and don't get kills, you're not going to buy anything else. You need percent max health damage to be relevant mid and late game. You're also forced to buy anti-healing at some point in Season 11, and you don't have the gold income to do that if you go Chem Tank, again, because you're not getting kills. It's kind of okay if you want to be a Flingbot, but no one has fun playing Flingbot Singe. That's not entertaining for anybody, you know? When you play Singe, you want to be that tanky, you know, AP Bruiser, you want to run in a fight, you want to spread your poison, you want to watch people burn because you're doing damage, you want to be moderately durable, like you don't want to get one shot obviously, but like you're not trying to be a full tank. Like you want your poison to burn people to death. Like that's the whole idea of playing Singe. You want to fling the carry, you know, disrupt with your W, stop some flashes. Like you want to be an AoE team fight, you know, run around menace. That's what Singe wants to be, and Chem Tank does not allow him to do that because it doesn't give him any damage to do that. Alright, moving on. Demonic Helm. It's not a mythic item, but god, this item feels so fucking bad on Singed. In my opinion, it's prematurely nerfed because Riot freaked out about AP items, and now it gives almost no tankiness while having just paltry low damage. You know, a lot of the time I just run through a whole team. You guys can watch on my stream, you know, my VODs and stuff. Like, I'll just run through a whole team with Demonic Embrace. I hover over the tooltip, and I got 300 damage, but I was fighting an entire team for like 20 seconds, you know, like 300 damage total. Like, it's so low. It's so bad. Demonic Helm is so bad. This item is trash, but we're forced to build it because what other choices do we really have on Singed? Like, big yikes. Do not recommend. Well, I have to recommend it because what else do we build? But if I could not recommend it, you know, that's what I would do. Shrelia's Battle Song, similar to Rocket Belt, great one item spike, but almost no damage, less tankiness, and it also falls off extremely hard. You can only buy this if you're confident you can win the game before 2 items come online, but just meh overall. Here's some of my proposed solutions. This is just very off the cuff. Didn't have a whole lot of time to think about this because I just had the idea to make this video tonight, but okay, one solution is Riftmaker needs a % max health component in exchange for removing the healing. Just make the item in Old Leandries, honestly. Current Riftmaker sucks. Teemo, Kale, and Akali use Riftmaker better than Singed and Mordekaiser. Think about that for a second. Like, the item was designed from the ground up as an AP Bruiser item. The item was designed from the ground up for champions like Singed, and they failed horribly because they don't understand. In my opinion, Riot does not understand what it is that Singed wants to do. They don't get it. Like when you're not trying to be a drain tank on Singed. You're barely trying to be a drain tank on Mordekaiser. Like yeah, Mordekaiser can drain tank naturally through his kit, right? He doesn't need a whole ass item to let him do it. Yeah, like it helps, but even then it kind of sucks on Mordekaiser as well because the item just doesn't do any fucking damage. Like the only AP Bruiser that can really drain tank is Sylas, but Sylas builds full mage anyways because his scalings are insane, his base damages are insane. He can steal ultimates. He values really high AP to use the AP scaling on ultimates. Sylas is an AP Bruiser that they have like twisted into being a mage, and so we can't even make the argument that Sylas wants it. Like this item in its current state just sucks. Riftmaker is horrible. It really needs some sort of extra damage, % max health damage or something, because as it stands it is just useless for Singed and mostly useless for Mordekaiser in my opinion as well. So yeah, just make it into the Old Leandries. That would be a great solution. That would solve all of our problems. I'm being completely honest. That'd be great. Okay, another thing, add some Rylai synergy with Riftmaker or Demonic Embrace. You know, adding an interaction between Leandries and Riftmaker or Leandries plus Demonic makes the items worth buying as a set, just like the old Leandries plus Rylai's was. Rylai's right now does nothing other than give you a slow, which is super boring. AD Bruiser items all make each other stronger through damage amplification interactions. So think like Triforce and Sterak's, how those two items work super well together. You can even go like, you know, Bork Sunderer, or some people do like a Bork Wit's End, what's a good example? Sunderer Sterak's, you know, is another good one. Like, why can't AP Bruiser items do stuff like that? Like, why can't my one item complement the other? Like, why are all of my AP Bruiser items like just random stats, random effect, random stats, random effect? Like, it feels like they didn't think about this at all before they made the items, whereas like it feels like they took like a whole fucking team, like a think tank of like 20 people for the AD Bruiser items. We're like, what can we do to make these items all awesome and fun? But with AP items, AP Bruiser items and AP items too, to an extent, it feels like they were just like, okay, yeah, throw some stats on that slot and call it a day, Steven. I think we're done here. It fucking sucks. So some synergy would be nice. Another option here is buff Demonic Helm to 2% max health burn. This was supposed to be the Leandries replacement for AP Bruisers. That's what they sold it to us as. That's what Mark Yetter's tweets during preseason said. It was supposed to replace the Leandries and be a satisfactory replacement. It is not. In its current state, this item does nothing. The item is so giga fucking useless. But Singed has no other options. What else do you buy? Like, this shit sucks. I mean, they could increase the poison burn percent so my poison actually feels impactful, you know, or just the burn percent of the item, but like as it stands now, the Demonic Helm just sucks. Like this, it's horrible. You know, great option here. Just create new mythics that make sense with the AP Bruisers. Like AP Bruisers need high AP, high HP, and percent damage to be relevant. The reason why AP Bruisers need high AP on their items is because base AP and base AP growth does not exist in the same way that base AD and base AD growth exist throughout the course of the game. AP, if you have 0, will start at 0 and stay at 0. You have to purchase it or get it in your runes. It does not come naturally, unlike AD. That's why AP items need to be inherently high AP or broken in some other way to make them worth buying or even worth playing an AP champion in general. That's why AD items are so much fucking better right now, because I don't think they thought about this whenever they were making the AP items. Like, the AP items in general, like, even for mages, just feel all super underwhelming. Especially the AP Bruiser items and the AP Bruiser Mythic 1 or Mythics. Like, they all suck. They all suck. But this is why the old Leanders was so perfect for Singed and Mordekai's. Like, the item was basically the Trinity Force of AP Bruisers. Like, it gave us every little bit of stat we wanted with a great passive. Like, AD Bruiser kits and items give them % max health damage while providing tons of HP through items. You know, Jax with Bork, Fiora in general, Camille in general, like Irelia with Bork. Like, they have such amazing Nora with Sunder, like Darius, I mean, like, they have such amazing, like, item kit interactions. Like, they really thought about these items for AD Bruisers, and for AP Bruisers, it feels like they just didn't care. So hopefully Riot can, like, look at this and do something about it, and hopefully, like, I you know, I can get some attention to this section of this video, and hopefully, like, you know, we can understand and help Riot understand and have them do something about this, because man, these items suck. These items currently suck. But that being said, let's go ahead and do a little VOD review on Mr. Riot Scruffy Mark Yetter, the head of design, gameplay god of League of Legends, the man who has the final say. Alright, so I actually thought of this solution as well. It's a partial solution after I got done recording the whole video, so this is coming in afterwards, but a partial solution as well is to just make Rylai's cheaper. Currently, not a single champion in the entire game wants to buy Rylai's unless there are just no other options left. Honestly, just revert this item to the old Rylai's where it was 2600 gold with the 20% slow, but keep the extra 50 HP because League of Legends is like hyper power creeped. I mean, we need to compete. This item is very underwhelming at 3000 gold and honestly feels like you're just overpaying for an item that's like just really not useful at all. Alright guys, so the first game for Mark Yetter that we're going to be spectating is this one where he had 2, 11, and 19. The other games were very uneventful, but I'll give you guys a little spoiler alert. So the first game that he played on Singed, he Riftmaker Rush against Riven, got completely clapped. Riftmaker didn't do anything. Second game, he said, okay, that sucked. He went Rylai's Rush versus a Nasus. Riftmaker second, got completely clapped again, because Riftmaker does fucking nothing. So this game, he went 2-11, the one we're spectating, he went 2-11 and 19. Actually went lower CS than both of the other games. So he really fed this game. Again, Rush Riftmaker, and I'm assuming he found out for the third time that, hey, Riftmaker fucking sucks. And then we'll see how we'll see how it goes. We'll judge his gameplay and see. You know, I expect a lot of, well, if these items were better, he would have gotten a few more kills here, and maybe won the game. That's what I'm expecting, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we have Mr. Mark Yetter right here. He starts the game. I'm gonna make this a little quick. Starts the Corrupting Potion versus Shen. He has Conqueror into Ravenous Hunter. Completely standard range, took magic resistance versus Shen. I'd probably recommend health or armor, honestly, but they're going for level 1 invade. What is he doing here? Here they walk up. Talk about his runes a little bit. So he started fling level 1. You're basically conceding your lane for first blood here. So now he has no pressure in the lane until level 2. How much that will affect his laning phase, I don't know. I assume he will just let Shen push into his tower and find out, like, that, you know, maybe I can go for tower flings, maybe get a few kills that way. We'll see how it goes, but generally you don't want to start fling level 1. Let me see if I can actually move my my camera here so you guys have a bit of a better viewing angle. 1 second. Here we go. All right, well, we'll go ahead and put it down here for now. That probably works a little better. All right, what's up, guys? All right, I'll be in the corner for now, but I'm still here. Don't worry. Move it up. Okay, so we have Mr. Yetter here has started with a Corrupting Potion. Don't really recommend that, honestly, compared to Darkseal or a Doran's Ring currently, but I also buy Darkseal or Doran's Ring with the intention of playing aggressively. You can go Corrupting level 1 with Conqueror, however, because Conqueror gives you AP, but it's just that, like, I'm not a big fan of the Conqueror Singed playstyle in general. It just feels extremely boring. And I don't think that Singed is meant to be played in such a slow and boring way. Singed entire kit says move fast and disrupt. AoE. Conqueror says go slow, single target DPS, you know, like duel. Singed is not a duelist champion. I find it to be very, very boring. So right there, he's actually Well, what I think he's doing is a bit of a mistake, actually. This is kind of bad. I won't harp too much on the laning phase, but what he should be doing here is let Shen push, because you started fling level 1. Shen knows you don't have any pressure. Shen's getting level 2 faster than you are, because Shen has a higher AD, higher attack speed to farm minions faster. Then, goes in for the trade. Mark Yetter loses the trade pretty badly. Poisons the wave, says, fuck it, I'm going to push, which is fine. We'll speed it up a little bit. He's not playing aggressively enough with Conqueror. He should be fighting the Shen. Once you bait the knife like that, you have to go aggressively for the flank. He gets minion blocked super hard, actually, right there. So maybe they'll fix minion block for Singe, but I doubt it. He gets chunked out extremely hard versus the Shen. I think he dies here, actually. Shen gets the Q. Ignite auto. And I think Singe is dead here. Last tick. Ooh, he lives. Wow. Does Shen die? Wow. Alright, Mark Yetter did absolutely nothing, played it horribly, and got saved by his jungler. You love to see it. Okay, he is going to go ahead and buy boots. Nope. Undoes the boots buys Amp Tome. Okay, so he wants to go AP. That's fine. I'm assuming he wants to rush that Riftmaker as fast as possible. That is A-okay. He has 30 AP. He needs to be playing aggressively here. He's not playing aggressively enough, in my opinion, for being against a Shen. You gotta fling him, man. You gotta fight him. Like, if you're gonna push the wave like this, you have to fight him. You have to punish him a bit. You're just giving him free CS right now. If you want to lane against the Shen normally and play aggro, you either just fling him right there or let him push up into you. The wave was pushing towards him, so go for tower flings. What he's doing right now, he's gonna get frozen on. Now you can't walk up. Now you can't farm those minions down there because you get taunted under tower. So what do? Okay, he's roaming now. He's warding. Nope, he's going back in the lane. You got a proxy, Mark Yetter. You gotta get behind that tower. You're a Singed main man. Start proxying a little bit. Alright, takes a really bad trade, gets hit by the tower shots there. Can't blame, you know, Shen's not the easiest matchup, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a melee matchup that doesn't turn into Fiora or Camille. So, these types of matchups, the Shens, the Renekton's, like, the I said Renekton twice, the Jaxes, you know, the Irelias, those are the ones that you want to win, the ones that don't scale up into some ridiculous, hideous freak in the side lane like Camille or Fiora. Like, these are the ones where you have to be aggressive and look for kills. Or look for proxy and draw pressure, but he's just not really doing that. So, he's farming. Decent little trade right there. Could have been worse. Not bad at all. CS is okay for now. We'll see how that stays throughout the course of the game. He did get a stack of Ravenous Hunter, I believe, earlier. He got 2 stacks, actually, because they got First Blood as well. So, he's going down to roam a little bit. His Corrupting Potion charges are down. I don't know if he gets any kills here on the Cho'Gath. He might, but Cho'Gath can just, like, literally walk away and it doesn't matter, because how is Singe gonna kill him? Like, your flash is down. Okay, Cho'Gath dies to Evelyn. Okay, Riot Scruffy, Mark Yetter pops his ultimate, doesn't do anything to Cho'Gath, and runs back top lane. Okay, interesting. This is the guy in charge of the game, by the way. So, hey, Mark Yetter, no offense if you're watching, but holy shit, man, help us out, buddy. You know, I'd flame you a little bit less if you help us out, man. You're doing great, though. Oh, it hurts. Okay, now he's recalling blindly in front of Shen with no mana. So Shen, for whatever reason, decides not to fight the Singe there, even though he has Ignite, and Singe is like, which means that's like a completely free trade for Shen. The Singe does not have any threat, but he doesn't go for it. You know, whatever, that's fine. So he rushes Merc Treads and goes into a Ruby Crystal. Tier 2 Boots Rush is actually not inherently bad, but that being said, again, I think he should be playing aggressively versus the Shen. He's not playing aggressively enough. He needs to force the fight. He needs to fuck this guy up as a chance. Now Shen is level 7 or level 6, almost, you know, about ready to use his ultimate. Sorry, I can't talk, but he's past level 6, ready to use his ultimate, and then here's Mark Yetter trying to proxy. He is popping the ultimate, taking taunts under tower, getting tower shots, standing still. Okay. Don't do that when you're proxying. Don't stand still. Always be moving. You can get hit by a skill shot over the wall at potentially any point. Always be moving. Never stand still. Alright, he's still going. He's still going. He sees the Fiddle on the ward. He's going to go for the execute here. Fiddle as Predator. Mark Yetter, you are fucked here, buddy. You're not getting out of this one. There's Shen with the kill. Yeah. So his mistake there was proxying without his ultimate. That's like Singe 101. You just don't go behind the tower unless you have your ultimate. Like, But that's fine, you know, mistakes happen, that's okay. So he's gone Leeching Leer. So we'll see if he decides, you know, Leeching Leer, the Power Spike by itself is actually not that bad for Singed. That being said, I still find the full Riftmaker to be like absolute dog shit. So he's actually getting ganked here by the Fiddlesticks. Let's see it. Let's see how this works out. Here comes the Fiddle ult. Oh, he is so screwed. He has no ultimate. Good chain CC. Oh, he's just so dead. Nice. Okay, yeah. So, you know, your healing didn't help you there. Your Conqueror didn't help you there. Your Merc Treads didn't help you there. Well, hopefully, you know, hopefully he can scale with these amazing AP Bruiser items that Riot has gifted us this season. Kappa, you know, big Kappa, they suck. But he didn't buy anything, runs back to lane, starts pushing it. His ult's finally back up, so maybe he can do something. Shen walks up to him in the lane. Fling, not autoing when he's flinging, so he's not stacking Conquer. Yeah, you have to do that when you play Conquer. You have to look for the auto attacks. Otherwise, you're not going to stack it. You have to auto every single time you fling, every time they walk up. Auto, 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 auto. Do not stop auto attacking it if you can avoid it until you're 12 stacks. He's roaming into the river. Unable to catch. Makes sense. He's playing Singed after all in Season 11. Runs back top, grabs his cannon, so he's already doing better than me. You know, he's last hitting cannons. Alright, so he's trading with Shen here. Shen, being a Grasp of the Undying tank, is actually going to do more damage to Singed, who is a Bruiser champion, than Singed will do to Shen, who is a tank champion. Makes a lot of sense. Here he is looking for tower plating. Shen is not autoing him to Grasp for some reason. I don't understand. Oh, Shen has Phase Rush. I don't understand why Shen has Phase Rush. If Shen had Grasp, he would have killed this Singed like 5 times by now. So a little bit disappointed. He pops the ultimate. Why are you ulting right there, Riot? Scarfy, there's no point to your ult. Maybe he's afraid of Fiddlesticks. Maybe he wants to push the wave faster, go proxy. I don't understand what he's doing here. Oh my god, this is horrific. Okay, so he's walking past tower. He is farming these minions. Fling the cannon, man. Kill it. You'll kill it faster. Fling it. He's not flinging it. He's saving the fling. Okay. Goes for the ward. Doesn't do it. Nice farming more. Alright, time to back Mark Yetter. Nope, he doesn't back. He waits for the Galio and the Zed to show up, and now he's dead because he ulted to walk past the towers. Interesting. That is. Oh no, that wasn't Zed. Sorry, that was Cho'Gath. Interesting, but he wait, what? Wait, what? No, that was Shen. What am I saying? I'm so tired I can't even talk. Yeah, that was Shen that walked down. Yeah, that was Shen with Cho'Gath. And Galio that walked down. I was thinking Zed for some reason. I saw Zed get a triple kill bottom. That's maybe what I was thinking of. But Shen walks down, kills his ass. Galio taunts his ass. He's dead. If I was on Riot's Crafty's team at this point, I would be thinking about reporting him. Because one, he's playing with horrible items. If I saw my Singed ever building a Riftmaker, I'd probably report him. The item is horrendously bad. But, you know, how many times will it take Mark Yetter to find out that Riftmaker is bad? Hopefully this is the last game it takes him to find out that Riftmaker fucking sucks, because he has played 3 games of Riftmaker Singed in the last 3 days. Hopefully he finally realizes how dog shit this item is. We'll see. Maybe he'll change it, hopefully. You don't know. You don't know, but all we can do is hope, right? So he's pushing the wave. He's farming. Very slowly, might I add, because with this build you don't get any movement speed items. You're just basically a slow-moving brick, which is the opposite of what you want to be on Singed. On Singed, you want to be a really fast-moving cinder block, and not a slow brick. With Singed, you want to be akin or similar to like a cinder block on a water slide, right? You want to be fast, you want to be fun, but you want to be like, you want to hurt people if you hit them, right? You know what I mean? Like you want to be a violent cinder block on a water slide. All right, so he's pushing up. Does he have enough money for Riftmaker yet? It is almost 16 minutes. I would hope that you have money for Riftmaker because everyone's starting to finish up their mythics, man. Fiddlesticks has his Zanyas, but that's fine because he's Fiddlesticks. Shen has Turbo Chem Tank. Cho'Gath has Everfrost because he's farming like a madman. Kraken Slayer and the Kaisa. Eclipse of the Zed. We got Lock-in Sorry of the Yoda. And then Evelyn probably hasn't backed in like an hour because, Jesus Christ, so she bought a Rocket Belt there. Here's Singed waiting in mid. What the? I would report you for this. What are you? Oh my god, is that reportable or what? Yo! What? I can't believe that worked, kind of, not really. Wait, Zed's trolling. Wait, Zed's griefing. Alright, Zed's griefing. Singe is actually just straight up trolling. I don't know what is going on. But for some reason, that play worked out for them. Oh, boy. I wish my team just was always better than the enemy team, and so I could get away with building bad items on Singe, like Riftmaker. That's not to say Riftmaker is bad for your elo, and certain elos is good. Like, for example, Mark Yetter's elo, it's quite good in Gold 2. Gold 3, sorry. But, like, here's the thing. Even if it's a good item in the elo, it's still a bad item overall. It's like saying that, what's a good example of this? It's basically like saying that Cyrilda's Grudge Garen is good in low elo, because it is. It really is good in low elo, but if you try to play Garen in high elo and build Cyrilda's Grudge, it's dog shit. Same difference with Singed. You know, in the elo that Mark Yetter is at, Riftmaker is okay, but still, it still sucks, and I'm sure he realizes that it sucks by now. I would hope he realizes that it sucks by now. And it definitely sucks in higher elo. Like, yeah, the item is already, like, serially underwhelming on Singe and low elo, so hopefully he'll recognize the high elo shit too, and just maybe we'll see some changes. We'll see. So counter warding the red buff, or sorry, the red ward. Cho'Gath has not backed off for some reason. I don't know what Cho'Gath is doing. Cho'Gath probably dies for this. There's a Shen ultimate. Okay, Singe is not ulting. He's not ulting. He's not ready to fight, I guess. There it is. Riftmaker is procced. How many Conqueror stacks got? 6? Oh, you can fight that. Riot Scruffy, get in there, dude. Fight him. Come on. If you pop your ultimate on Singe, you gotta commit. Besides, this is the only power spec he's gonna probably have this game. Until he has like 6 items. And even then, this power spec isn't that good. Like, look at how much, or how long they stood in Poison Trail, and how little damage he actually dealt to them. Even with the Riftmaker passive, like, look at this. Look at Cho'Gath. He's just strolling. Like, Cho'Gath does not give a fuck. Cho'Gath has 43 MR and does not give a single fuck about Singed here. So, Riftmaker right now is 0 damage, 0 healing. Let's see how much it is after this little interaction. Look at that. Cho'Gath is base MR, and he just doesn't care about the poison at all. Yikes, bro. Okay, so that little interaction, it gave him a massive, huge 160 damage to champions. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. That's horrible. That's just horrifically bad. 73 healing, who gives a shit about that? Doesn't matter. You know, it's whatever. 73 healing, you will just regen in like 2 seconds. Now his ultimate's down for the dragon fight, so let's see how this goes. He runs in, he runs out. Nope, no one's focusing him for some reason. Looks like enemy team is having a bad time. Looks like allied team's having a bad time. Okay, so big thing here is look at how many people he had poisoned and how little fucking damage he actually dealt. That was horrible. So he went from 160 to 267 damage. He poisoned like 4 people for a good 5 seconds, and he did 100 damage off of Riftmaker. It is just so disappointing of an item, man. Look at this. Look how many people get poisoned. They just run through it. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, 4 people poisoned, and he gets 100 damage off of Riftmaker. Oh, God, you hate to see it, man. It is just such a... Ooh, such a not good item. Okay, so there is Mark Yetter's 4th death of the game. What does he buy now? He buys Blasting Wand, Ruby Crystal, and Amp Tome. I assume he's going Demonic. Maybe he's going Rallies, who knows. TP's mid, doesn't get anything for it. Goes to farm red buff. Finds a Fiddlesticks. Feared off. Is he gonna fight? Okay, he misses the W, pops his ultimate. Poison's off. Poison's off, Mark Yetter. Poison's off. Happens to all of us, I guess. Alright, poison's on, finally, I think. Oh, no, poison's off. Oh my god, dude. Oh, god, it hurts. Okay, poison's on, and he's flashed on, he's dead. Alright, so how much damage did Riftmaker do there? Riftmaker did a total of, Riftmaker did 40 damage to Cho'Gath. Let's go, boys. That is, the equivalent of a melee minion auto attack. Awesome. That is 1/6 of a single Zed auto. That is 1/10 of a single Cho'Gath E auto. That is like 1/10 of a single Kaisa auto. He did... What's it? How do I even explain this? Like, how much damage did her Kraken Slayer even do there? Like. All right, Kaisa comes in with 753 damage. What does Kaisa do with Kraken Slayer here? Kaisa auto Q auto. So in about the span of 2 seconds, Kaisa has done over 300 damage with her Kraken Slayer. Just doing a very, very basic low effort combo. Just auto Q, auto, fucking stand still, nothing to it. Look at that. Kraken Slayer just completely dicks them, gets so much damage, it's amazing. Riftmaker did 40 damage. 40. Okay. Not a good item. Let's go ahead and go back to Mr. Mark Yetter here, Mr. Riot Scruff Dog himself. Alright, he looks like he's buying towards Rylai's or Leandry's, not super sure yet. Don't feel like alt-tabbing to check it. Farming top lane looks good. He actually has high kill impact, or sorry, high kill participation so far. But Shen is eclipsing him for sure. Shen is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 KP, and Singed is 7 KP. None of them are kills, it's just assists. And assists on Singed like is a very misleading stat because Singed gets assists so easily. You can have all the assists in the world and be very low impact on Singed because your kit just naturally gives you assists. So that being said, he's flinging him up. Okay, let's see. Riftmaker, oh, is he going to heal? Is he going to be a drain tank? Oh, is he going to tank him out because he's healing a lot? Nope, he is going to get caught by Everfrost and just die. Okay, let's watch that one more time. So the dream with Singed here is to pop your Conqueror, you know, use your Riftmaker, get some Ravenous Hunter stacks, of which he has 4, and start healing like a monster, right? Heal a lot and become a drain tank. Or at least that's the idea that they want. That's not how I think Singed should be played. I don't think Singed is a drain tank, but that's the playstyle he's going for, right? That's what he wants to do. So that being said, Riftmaker gave him 200 damage there, 300 damage there, and it gave him a little over 150 healing. You know, with that being an actual okay fight, with his ultimate on, with his poison on, like 5 people, that is really underwhelming. That's just like nothing. Okay. So, what do we got here? We got a Rylai's. Okay, so he's using a Riftmaker, Rylai's. Let's see how that goes. I know why he's doing this build, by the way. The reason why he's doing this build is because all of the stats that Singed has right now say that Rylai's plus Riftmaker is theoretically the strongest 2-item combo. Now, we've already discussed many times in this video how Riftmaker is dog shit, so we know that that's not the case. Even if it is statistically the best, it's probably still dog shit. I just don't see how he's in a good spot here, honestly. This seems like it's like kind of inting his team. It seems like the item's not going to do much. So before this fight, let's see. Riftmaker is 606 damage and 284 healing. Let's see how this goes. Galio's poison. What else is going on? Marketer's ult is down. So to Galio, he did. Oh, it gave him 1 damage. Okay, Riftmaker gave him 1 damage to Galio, who stepped in his poison. That is a massive 1 damage, I suppose. Yeah, dude, 1 damage. Kaisa can push Q and get 500 off of her Kraken Slayer, but you know, Cho'Gath steps in poison and he gets one damage. Sorry, Galio steps in poison and gets hit for 1, literally 1 by Riftmaker. Okay, here's the Singed ultimate. Leona's not going in. He's looking for the fling. Is he gonna get the fling? Nope, he just isn't participating in the fight. Okay, he ulted and ran away. Golly gee, wouldn't it be great if he had a rune like Predator that would help him enter the fight? Wouldn't that be fantastic, guys? Predator gang. Predator gang rise up. Alright, now he's running bottom to farm while they push his mid lane. This is really fucking bad. I don't know what you're doing, Mr. Yetter. But it's okay because Riftmaker did a massive 1 damage to Galio, so I guess he gets the dub. Okay, team is just getting absolutely demolished here. It's not even close. Kaisa. Alright, let's look at Kaisa's stats here on the Mythic here. Let's look at Kaisa's statistics here. Hell, even the Turbo fucking Chem Tank has done more damage than... Oh my god, dude. This triggers me. Shen's Turbo Chem Tank, the tank mythic, designed to not deal damage, specifically designed to not deal damage, has done more damage than Riftmaker this game. Holy shit, that's bad. Holy shit, that's bad. I cannot stress how bad Riftmaker is. It is just not... Oh, it's a meme item, dude. Okay, so let's look at Kaisa here. How much damage does Kaisa deal with a few blinks of an eye? So Kaisa's Kraken Slayer is currently 1549. She has a Collector. She has Runons. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. 1549. Keep that number in mind for Kaisa here. While Mark Getter farms bottom. Alright. She basically one-shots Evelyn out of the fight. Basically one-shot Zed with a flying auto attack because of the collector. Okay, so after that fight, she went from 1549 damage on Kraken Slayer to, holy god, 2027. It did 500 damage for her in like 2 seconds. Sounds about right. And that's true damage, by the way. This item deals true damage, which is just fantastic. So unavoidable true damage. All right. Here's Mark Yetter again, balanced team God himself, 631 damage off of Riftmaker, and he has 312 healing. That is not even a cannon minion worth of damage on your mythic item designed to deal damage. Alrighty, buddy, good job. All right. A problem with this build also is he spent 6,200 gold on these 2 core items, neither of which give him % max health damage. The flat AP is not going to benefit Singed that much. On Singed, you need % max health damage to scale. This is dog shit. Okay, walks up, basically dies, walks back to Fountain. Not looking too good for Mr. Mark Yetter, the game design god. Hey, at least he can kind of farm minions, but not really. Okay, he's roaming around looking for a fight, looking for a pick potentially. Dodges the Galio. Yo, last hit those cannons, man. Take the gold. You can't rely on the 80 carry to carry you every game. You gotta carry yourself sometimes. Take the gold. Alright, are we gonna fight Shen? You gonna fling him? Hit the W, flings the Shen. Oh, okay, here's the ultimate. Let's see beforehand how much damage he had with Riftmaker. So his team backs off for some reason, whatever. He has 667 damage off of Riftmaker and 336 healing. Let's see how much this is after the fight. These two are just completely backing, they don't even care. He also waits way too long to ult. He loses half of his HP before he ults. It's really bad. You gotta ult sooner. Man, his items just don't do anything. Oh my god, dude, look at that. Look at Shen just living in your poison trail. Ooh, you hate to see it. Okay, so Riftmaker did... it did about 200, less than 200 damage. It did about 180 damage. Oh my god, it did about 180 damage and 75 healing. And Shen was fighting him the entire time. Shen was literally just hitting him the whole time. And also getting hit by poison, and this item just did nothing. Riftmaker, man. Give me a break. That ain't it, chief. Okay, so Mark Yetter is spawning. His team is getting clapped again. Okay, so 819 damage, 443 healing before this fight. He actually does not fling. He just walks away. Again, here's the Cho'Gath. Sorry, here's the Fiddlesticks ultimate. Here's Fiddlesticks being big dum-dum. Don't know what he's doing. Put the W down here so he doesn't jump away. Not bad. Do you ult and fight this Mark Yetter, or are you going to let him go? Okay, so it looks like he's building towards a Demonic Embrace here, I think. Or it could be a Merlot as well, I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Okay, he's ulting extremely early to try and catch the Cho'Gath. Let's see what this is beforehand. So, he has 962 damage and 516 healing off of Riftmaker. Cho'Gath is, for some reason, pushing on 20 HP. Okay. He has 1,000 damage and 562 healing, so he just really got like 75 damage from the Riftmaker there. Man, dude. It's so depressing. The Riftmaker. Okay, so here he's walking into a bush. What? Sorry guys, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why is... Okay. Riftmaker gave him, looks like nothing there for some reason. I just didn't really update the numbers at all. There's Phil 6R. We got Mark Yetter recalling is by Giant Spell. Yes, he is. Gonna sell his potion for blasting one. Yes, he is. Alright, Mark Yetter game design got 1,000 damage on Riftmaker, 547 healing. Let's see how this goes for you. No ultimate. Fling him into your tower, buddy. Come on, get his ass. What am I watching? Okay. 1153 damage, so it did 150 damage for him there on the Cho'Gath, the full health Cho'Gath. Okay, awesome. Whatever. Attempts to defend this tower. Almost dies in about 2 auto attacks from Kai'Sa. Sounds about right. Oh, here comes Fiddle. Okay, so looks like Mark Yetter TP'd mid to go proxy the wave so they can't end the game. Let's see how this works. Wow, there is no way, right? There's no way, right? Yep. So, sadly, Galio walked straight through poison and did not give a fuck about it. He just completely ignored the singed, and he just gets to live because, man, Poison Trail is just not a good ability. Well, it is a great ability, but the items don't support it. If he had, like, Old Leandries plus Rylai's, this Galio would have died 10 times over. 10 out of 10 times Galio is dead in Season 10 with Old Leandries plus Rylai's. There's no fucking way that Galio lives there. But because the options we have right now just suck so horribly, yeah, it sucks. So far on Riftmaker in 32 minutes, he has gotten 1,258 damage and 805 healing. Turbo Chem Tank has done 1,600 damage. This guy's Rocket Belt, 900. Kraken Slayer has done 3,600 damage. Okay, holy shit. Wow, this Zed's Eclipse has actually done more damage and healed more than Riftmaker. That's weird. That's wild to think about. Okay, team is fighting mid, and Singed is not there for some reason. Don't know why. Ally Kraken Slayer has done 2,500, so yeah, those Kraken Slayers are doing some work, man. And Riftmaker is just not doing work. Okay, so he has Demonic Helm, he has a 3-item spike. This is the strongest he's going to be this game. You have to fight here, Mark Yetter. You have to fight. You have to go crazy. Kill him, man. I'm counting on it to kill him. Look for a fling. Look for a juicy one. Pop the R. Get the Cho'Gath. Oh, he's not going for the Cho'Gath. Okay, looks like the enemy team is trolling a bit. Wow, look at Kai'Sa's damage on the Singed. Holy what? She just stands still and autos him until he dies. What am I watching right now? Okay. So Riftmaker now has 1,648 damage. Ah, it's so bad. It did 100 damage for him there. That is just nothing. Kai'Sa's Gale Force is now, or sorry, her Kraken Slayer is now at 4,428. So she did 700 damage there in just a few auto attacks. Singed with Riftmaker did 100 damage on a fucking whole team fight where he got a bunch of assists. Yikes, that is unfortunate. That really just sucks, I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Mark Yetter game design god has respawned. Looks like he's going for Dead Man's Plate this game, or maybe even a Force of Nature. Who the fuck knows? Okay, turn your poison on. Turn your poison on. Decent W. You get to eat my Cho'Gath. Oh, not good. Yeah, look at how much Riftmaker is doing. The answer is fucking nothing. So he went to 2,012 damage, right? 2,012 damage. What was it before this? He has 1648 damage, it goes 2012, so he does about 400 damage in this fight. Like, look at how long it takes to stack Riftmaker, but it's by the time he's stacked Riftmaker, the fight is over. The fight is decided. Like, you can't use this. It goes way too slow. The pace of the game is way too fast. The fights are over in like split seconds. You can't have an item that forces you to like just save it, you know? That forces you to like play safe until it's up and then you go in. Like, no, you have to just build a fight. Like, Riftmaker is just there's so many bad things about Riftmaker. Alrighty. Mark Gator's going for the dead man's plate here. I know it sounds like I'm flaming, guys, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to understand what he's doing, what his thought process is. That ain't it, Chief. Okay. No ultimate? Okay. Breaks the fear tether. Riftmaker's up. Get in there, man. Turn your poison on, Mark Etter. Oh my god, turn your poison on. Please, Mark Etter. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, kill the fiddle. Kill the fiddle. Why'd you fling him out of your poison? Oh my god, he flung him out of the poison. Oh my god, Mark Etter. Oh my god. Okay. And he's dead? Nope, he's fine. Okay. So Riftmaker did... It says it has 2864 damage on it now, so... 2864, huh? Starts this with 2100. So actually does decent damage here. Does about 700 damage for him here. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see how low they get. If he flung the fiddle up, it would have been a kill because he can then kite into the fiddlesticks and kill him. Wow, they're just not even threatened at all. I don't know what we could do to make Riftmaker like a not shit item, but well, besides making it old Leandries. Well, man, dude, your damage on Singed is just so lacking this season because of the new items. Like with old Singed, with the amount of time, with the old Singed items, with the amount of time that Fiddle stepped in Poison Trail, he would have been punished because the old Rylai's Leandries or the Leandries Rylai's combo from season 10 and before would have just melted that guy. Like, your poison needs to be threatening, and I feel like with the items that we have now, poison is not threatening. Okay, let's see. Fight starts with 2900 damage and 2310 healing. Let's see how this goes. Decent W. He flings the Leona. What can you do? Okay, he's super dead. Riftmaker did 83 damage for him there. 83 big fat damages. Yeah. Yikes. Like, it does kind of get better as the game goes on, but the problem is it's just so shit early game to have. And by the time you have it later in the game, I'd almost rather just buy Leandries and have more damage, you know? Okay, team is grouping for Baron. What are you doing, Mr. Yetter? What's going on here, bud? Farming mid, he's not even flinging the cannon, so it's fine. We see Shen. Can you catch the Shen? He's not flinging him, okay. There's the ultimate. Oh, no! Oh! Mark Yetter. What? Stop the port, dude. Oh, stop the port, dude. Oh, he didn't stop the TP. He didn't stop the Shen ult. Oh my god. If I'm Shen here, I'm laughing my ass off. Oh my god. Okay. He had W and E up. He could have stopped that. Alright, Riftmaker is currently 2983 damage. Let's see how much it gets here. Like, a fight like this is what Singed really wants. He wants people to be, like, standing in Poison Trail, but the problem is Riftmaker is just so bad that he's not able to punish them for all 5 walking into Poison Trail. Like, if he had Leandry's Demonic here, Cho'Gath is dead. At a minimum, Cho'Gath is dead, maybe someone else too. But I think now they just end the game. Yeah, so Mark Yetter did a total of 3,000 healing and 3,472 bonus damage to champions with Riftmaker. Oh man, I just don't think that's worth it. Like, you need percentage damage, you need high AP, you need high HP. Riftmaker, I think, focuses too much on the premise of drain tanking, and the other mythic items just don't like make sense for Singed that much, anyways. Either with, like, you know, some of the options, some of the opinions that I gave you guys, like, you know, what do you guys think? I mean, to me, it feels like there's just really not enough of an ecosystem for Singed in the current itemization within League of Legends for him to be able to, like, thrive. Same thing with Mordekaiser. Like, the items that exist that we have just kind of suck. So if you want the reasons as to why they suck, obviously go back and watch the beginning of the video, but I don't know. I hope that, you know, with Mr. Mark Yetter trying out Singed again, I hope with Mr. Mark Yetter, who is the end-all be-all for League of Legends game design, I hope because he is trying out Singed, that means that we get some updates for AP Bruiser itemization, because, man, you know, there was some fights in that game where, like, we just had 5 people in Poison Trail, and nothing, you know? It feels so bad to see it happen. But I think it's, like, a big problem with the items that, like, yeah, you know, once he had 3 items, it was kind of okay. You know, he kind of did some damage. Even then, not really. But if you rush Riftmaker, it does nothing. Even on 2 items, Riftmaker does nothing. If you need a 3-item combo for your mythic item to be good, the whole concept of a mythic item, in my opinion, is fucked. Like, a mythic item is supposed to be a really powerful item by itself that gets set bonuses as you build other items. You know, Riftmaker is dog shit by itself. It's dog shit at 2 items. It's still dog shit at 3 items, but it's, like, less dog shit. It's more like a puppy shit at 3 items. Is it better at 4 items? Yeah. Is it better at 5 items? Yeah. Is it better at 6 items? Yeah. But you shouldn't have to wait until 6 items for your mythic item to be good. Oh, it sucks. Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of a flame towards Mr. Mark Yetter, but I'm just trying to get some attention for Singed, man. You know, most Singed mains agree that these items fucking suck. So hopefully, you know, we get some attention for Singed. Hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of a banter, and mostly the video was honestly about my explanation for the items at the beginning of the video. So if you didn't watch those, go ahead and go back and watch them. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for watching.